All right, your modified heat number 1. All right, it looks like 4 heats on the night here tonight, and only the top 3 are going to transfer, so 12 automatically go. And here we go, Cody Peabody out of Cornville, Arizona, home of the institution of the state of Arizona, the late great John McCain, the 77 AZ car. Rick Spencer out of Tucson, the 10S. Hayden Bender, Chandler, Arizona, the number 96. Roy Poling, current point leader out of Globe in the 2X. Austin Cool, Cave Creek, 77. Coming around and take the green with the 71 AZ of Tyler Mekel, Queen Creek, Arizona. Marana is the home of Anthony Smith, the 93 AR. And Dale Irby wraps it up from beautiful downtown Buckeye in the D6. Very competitive division here at the Arizona Speedway. One of the highest car counts as well. A little loosey-goosey sliding from the top up to the middle. But it looks like Austin Cool was able to keep his cool. Look at the way that number 77 car glistens in the light. And his sister Taylor Cool, driving the Sport Mod division, been campaigning out of the Midwest, picking up some national points. So coming into tonight, track points for the Santan Ford division. Roy Meeks, Roy Poling, Chaz Baca Jr., Zach Madrid, and Chuck Gronke. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So there's 1, 2, and 3. There's your transfer spots. Roy Poling on the bubble in that white numbered black machine. Coming out of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. Might have a little bit of shifting going on between 1 and 2. Rick Spencer, the 10S, and Austin Cool duking it out at the halfway point. Going nose to tail. A little bit of a bump right there in the middle of turn number 1. You know your driver's got to kind of keep an eye on that. Everybody's kind of hitting right into it, get a little springboard action. Hey, coming down, here he is, going low, then goes high. Is Mr. Cool, Austin Cool, picking up the lead at lap number 6. Rick Spencer, Roy Poling. Poling actually in that 4 spot. Tyler Mekel, we have got, looks like it might have dropped him on the receiver. Tyler Mekel, our eyes are on him in that 3rd spot. Yeah, that's a young guy who's been racing. I think he was racing here at the Arizona Speedway before he had his driver's license. Lost his dad, Tim, here just a couple of years ago. Tyler has carried on the family business with Mekel Chassis, doing a lot of work nationwide for a number of drivers and number of divisions. That's going to bring out the Whitman, Arizona 40 JR on your pole position. Jeff Stafford Jr. Jesse Patterson up from Tucson in the 118. The 23C, Chuck Gronke, had his share of issues during our hot lap session. Hopefully he's got it dialed in. Driver out of Gilbert. Out of Miami, Arizona, Norman Uptain. That's a place where up there, Globe, Miami, they've got the highway shut down, as well as the Beeline Highway between Phoenix and Payson, all shut down because of the fires. I'm sure those of you watching on IMCA TV have been following that. It's definitely is a hot spot. So Peoria, Arizona, Ryan Roth in the house here tonight, the 45 machine in the 5th spot. Row number 3. Multiple-time track champion in multiple divisions is the Chaz man, Chaz Baca Jr. out of Mesa, the 75 JR. Rounding it out, J.C. Parmalee out of Phoenix in the X machine. Ran out of numbers. I guess X was easy to do when you got some white duct tape on a black skin. And Don Zoll racing here for the very first time out of Arizona, out of Buckeye, Arizona. 30 years of racing. Rounded him in, and the number 19. So the Stafford, Jeff Stafford, in your early leader, up on the high side. Oh, we got. Well, there's your X machine. X marks the spot, and it looks like J.C. Parmalee going to hang right there until they get the push truck, push him off the track. All right, here we go. Back to green flag racing. Heat race number 2. Bubba Stafford leads them around. Already got 3 qualified for the main. And we're going to see what other 3 we can get. Hey, got a little action. Slicing and dicing. A little bit too hot and heavy, Norman Uptain. But that's your 118 trying to make a move for it. Jesse Patterson up on the outside down the back straightaway. So it's Stafford and Uptain. 1 and 2. Your number 45, Ryan Roth. And right now it's Chaz Baca Jr. on the bubble. That's not what he likes. He loves to get up there and qualifying for a main when there is a B main. And not really cooperating with him. Ryan Roth is able to really hold him off. Meanwhile, Bubba Stafford up on the point. Norman Uptain giving him a run for it. Here's your race up on the backside. Jeff Stafford about lost that lead to Uptain. Uptain got to do a side-by-side sprint down the front straightaway. Starting up lap number 6 of 8. There's your top 3 as they go into turn number 1 down the back straightaway. It's been Stafford since the green flag. Uptain been holding on that same spot. Norman Uptain with White Brandy, along with William Sidney and little Norman in the grandstands. A 36-year-old out of Globe in that second spot. Bubba Stafford. Who's it going to be? A sprint down the straight. And it's going to be just like they started. Jeff Stafford, Norman Uptain, Ryan Roth. Chaz Baca Jr., wow, uncharacteristic, dropping behind Jesse Patterson. Not qualifying for the main event. Going to have to run the B to get up into where he really wants to be. Cut number 97 on your pole position. Up on the outside is the 28K out of Kearney, Arizona. Daniel Radcliffe. Lady driver Brenda Kirby, Bullhead City, calls home the 5B. The 92P, Mr. John Parmalee out of Phoenix. Guy Norton rocks and rolls on the outside of row number 3 out of Peoria in the number 12. Sholo, Arizona is the number 5 of Roy Meeks. Daniel Radcliffe. Well, he is up there. We already talked about him. Tom Lucas out of Chandler in the 3L. And Z1, the Chaz Thompson out of Dallas, Texas. I had a chance to talk with the Chaz earlier here tonight. We'll see if he can drive as much as he talks here. So we got looks like we got some debris out on the racetracks. All right, bring it around. 8-lap qualifier. 3 of them go to the A. The rest get to battle it out. We'll see what Parmalee can do. Hey, Parmalee holds it off for number 1 and the number 5 car, Brenda Kirby. Look at her cook. That's a good-looking car. You should see it up close. Brenda Kirby, a little bit of distance between her and number 1, but I'll tell you, she's holding her own, the 5B. Radcliffe drops back in that 28K, but that's the position he wants to try to hold. We got a race for that on the bubble. 3 cars side by side, getting it turned around in turn number 4. That looks like Norton and Chaz Thompson. Parmalee, Kirby, and Radcliffe, 1, 2, and 3 as they come across that start-finish line. Well, making it look really easy, JC. Fastest time was back on, let's see, he got an 18:015. Guys, better in a second lead between him and Brenda Kirby. Kirby holding her own out there. Brenda originally out of Harbor City, California. Former track champion, as a matter of fact, for driver of the number 5B car up at Santa Maria Raceway, world famous Santa Maria racetrack. Last I knew, she was a student at NAU, but that's been a few years back. Now she's just having a good time out here with the boys. 24-year-old taking second place as Parmalee brings it around for the checkers. Brenda Kirby, Daniel Radcliffe onto the A. The rest of the B. Jacob Pace going to lead him around in the 18K machine. Jacob's out of Kearney, Arizona, just over the hill, about an hour away from us here at the Arizona Speedway. Gilbert, Arizona, the Chad Stevens Show is where it airs on channel number 61. Car number 77 out of Mesa, Jason Wagner. Campo, California, 38T. There's a name for you, Michael Feng. All right, you got a car named after you, an old Volkswagen. You can call him the Wild Thing. And how many other different nicknames? You could probably come up with all kinds of nicknames, but we won't go any further. Campo, California. Stegosaurus, Sean Stacy out of Kearney, the M22. Car number 8 right there in row number 6. Nate Warren out of Phoenix and Apache Junction Zone's Brian Graff in the 21G car. Taking the green down the straightaway and, hey, bunching it up side by side. The back 4 cars as they bounce into one and out of one. Slicing and dicing, Jason Wagner. Looks like that number 77. He's all by himself in that 4 spot right now, but we're going to have to get eyes on that number 38 of Michael Feng. Looked like he had a rocket ship on the first stanza coming around. A little bit of body damage on the 27. Got some sheet metal sticking up. Not really good for the aerodynamics or the driver's sight line. The hood pin guy had one job here today, and he just got fired. So Jacob Pace leading the pace in the 18K. Had a 2.5 lead over Chad Stevens on that last lap. Now it's 2.3. So thus far in all 4 of our heat races, you've seen the leader just jump out there and nobody can touch him. We're going to put those guys, got 12 already slated for the main. And if Pace continues on this pace, he is going to head that direction as well. Yeah, coming up, race fans, it's the first time here at the Arizona Speedway in the year 2020. It's the Santan Ford Desert Sprint cars. And these drivers have been itching to go twitching on the racetrack. So bring all that methanol and all that Hoosier rubber out on the racetrack. Coming up next, Jacob Pace in the 18K. Yellow turns it around right down on the front straightaway. Little bit of debris. Let me think. Car number 77 finally lost it, right? Big race. I don't know how many of you are here for the John Morris Classic back Memorial Day weekend, big 2-day race. Man, I'll tell you, that brings out IMCA modifieds from all over the United States, and we packed them in, cars and people. So always look forward to that. It's almost mid-season here at the Arizona Speedway at the end of May. White flag out. Conrad Santa Cruz tosses it. Jacob Pace, Chad Stevens, Michael Thing. But we have got a race for that third spot. Thing is going to hang on to it. Will he? Down the back straightaway, Sean Stacy, the M22. He's going to try to push it right now. It's the last shot. And he does it, but Chad Stevens, kind of a little bit of driver error out of turn number 4. So Sean Stacy says, all right.